Hi. Thank you for signing up to volunteer at the ScriptEd Bay Area Hackathon in 2018. I'm Ellen. I'm a program manager at ScriptEd, and I'm so excited to have you on board. ScriptEd is a nonprofit that equips high school students from under-resourced schools with coding skills and professional experiences that prepare them for careers in tech. This webinar will help you prepare to have the best day ever with your ScriptEd students. Our goal is that you will learn what to expect at the ScriptEd Spring Hackathon and be set up to have the best volunteer experience possible. You can find the link to this slide deck in your email. Our students have never attended a hackathon before. Our goals for them in this experience is that they will build confidence in their ability to use the design and development process to create a finished product, work in teams and have a positive social experience that fosters collaboration skills, learn new programming skills as they build their projects, build important professional skills such as presentation, communication, persistence, and problem solving, as well as have fun as they express their creativity and feel proud of what they have accomplished. This slide describes our values. I'm going to go ahead and read everything out loud. ScriptEd believes that every young person can learn to code. Our goal is to provide all ScriptEd students with a high-quality coding education that is supportive and engaging, regardless of gender, race, nationality, language, sexual orientation, religion, disability, socioeconomic status, or learning style. ScriptEd values diversity and views difference as a resource to enrich learning. We seek to empower our students and create a community around them that supports their ability to overcome the barriers to success they frequently experience. We expect that all of the professionals who generously donate their time and expertise are conscious and respectful as they foster relationships with our students. Please let us know if you have any questions or would like to learn more. ScriptEd partners with 11 schools in the Bay Area and 37 in New York City. The students at our Bay Area Hackathon attend high school in San Francisco and Oakland. You will support a team of 4 to 5 high schoolers between the ages of 14 and 18. If you're working with a team of foundation students, the students you'll be working with are in their first year with ScriptEd. This is our exposure course. Students have learned concepts in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you're working with a team of advanced class students, these students are in their second year of ScriptEd. They attend a class once a week at a partner company where they do a deep dive into JavaScript, creating projects that allow them to use their knowledge of arrays, objects, and functions. The 2018 hackathon will be held at the Google Community Space at 188 Embarcadero. The space is beautiful and we're excited to be hosted there. There are a couple quirks to this location that I want to walk through with you now so that it's smooth sailing on the day of the hackathon. The entrance to the community space is not at 188 Embarcadero. So here's 188 Embarcadero. You're going to go around the corner, down and around the corner again to the entrance, which is on Stewart Street. Let me show you another picture so it's really clear. This is what the entrance looks like on Stewart Street. To get your GPS to direct you here, we recommend that you put in 169 Stewart Street, which is the location of the YMCA next door. To summarize, the street address is 188 Embarcadero, but the entrance to the building is on Stewart Street. We recommend you use the closest landmark in your navigation app, which is the YMCA at 169 Stewart Street. We ask that you arrive at 8:30 if you're a technical volunteer, because students will begin to arrive at 9 a.m. You'll receive a t-shirt, a name badge, and a team assignment. Keep in mind that your team may shift a little at the start of the day depending on attendance, so please be flexible. We also suggest you bring a bottle of water to refill throughout the day. Meals will be held in the room adjacent to the hack space. Lunch will be served in rotations. Your team will be called to come grab food. Please, during lunch, stay with your students. Dinner will be held during judging. You will be tapped to grab food and bring it to your team's table in the hack space so students can respectfully listen to the presentations and enjoy dinner. Here's the overall schedule. We'll have hot coffee for you at 8:30 a.m. when you arrive, and you can expect students to arrive starting at 9 a.m. We'll officially kick off at 9:30, then you'll do some ideation, wireframing with students, then they'll get laptops and start coding. Lunch will be passed out between 12 and 1. Judging and dinner will happen between 4:30 and 6:15. Then winners will be announced at 6:30, and then we get to celebrate. Students start arriving at 9 a.m. You'll be assigned your team of 4 to 5 students. Remember, this team might get shuffled around a little bit based on attendance, so thank you in advance for being flexible. You'll sit with your students at your assigned table and take some time to get to know your team. We'll give you some icebreaker suggestions to help you get started, and we'd love for you to learn their names, ask them questions, and facilitate discussion among students so that they get to know each other and they get to know you. They might be from different schools, and we'd really like for them to be comfortable and excited to work together. You'll have a period of time to brainstorm what they'll create, and you'll find an ideation guide in the team packet to help your team come up with some ideas. Once things have kicked off, you'll also do some project management guidance. Each student will contribute to the project, and they'll also have the opportunity to focus on particular roles. Documentarian, who will manage their dev post, project submissions, and take pictures throughout the day. Researcher, who's in charge of finding solutions to questions they have, usually probably on Google. Developer, who's thinking about the function of the overall project. And designer, who will be keeping an eye on how the project looks. This last line says give students glitch and dev post orientation. That's important. Students will be using glitch to create their projects for this hackathon. In class, foundation students have been using our beginner-focused coding environment, Popcode, and in our advanced class, students use Cloud9, so they'll need an introduction to how to use glitch and dev post. In this presentation, I'm going to walk you through how to use glitch in a few minutes, and on the day of the hackathon, you will show your students how to use it. On the day, you'll have one student, the documentarian, open a glitch project using the ScriptEd template by signing in via GitHub. This person will sign up on DevPost at the beginning of the day as well. All team members will log in and contribute to the same glitch project, and the project will save automatically. During project work time, please help to ensure that all students are productively engaging with building their team's project. As necessary, teach students new skills they need to enhance their projects. But remember, students must be able to explain their code, so make sure what you're teaching them is within their realm of understanding. And please make sure that students are doing 100% of the actual coding. Foundation students will submit their projects with a glitch live link. They'll post their live link via DevPost. Advanced students will create GitHub Pages live version of the final project, and they will post their live link via DevPost as well. By submission time, the documentarian will submit their project via DevPost. As the team volunteer, you must keep an eye on time and ensure that students submit properly. Submission will take 10 to 15 minutes, so please make sure you allot enough time to turn your project in by submission time. Submission time is 4 p.m. From 4 to 4:30, the students will have time to practice the presentations they'll give to the judges. They'll need your coaching and support to create a presentation they are proud of and excited to deliver. Students will have 4 minutes to present and then 2 minutes to answer questions from the judges. Every student must speak during their presentation. Take a minute and read through the questions below. Your students should be prepared to answer any of these questions during their presentation in case the judges choose to ask them. All right, moving on. This is a very grainy image of the judging rubric. If you click through on the slides, you can see a more detailed and clear version. The important thing to see here is that your students will be evaluated on their mastery of HTML and CSS concepts, JavaScript concepts, code cleanliness, functionality, creative interpretation of the theme, teamwork, and presentation. We'll have 2 groups of judging. In the first group, foundation teams will present. Judges will award first and second place prizes to the highest scoring teams. In the second group, advanced class teams will present. And again, judges will award first and second places to the highest scoring teams. During presentations, please stay with your team. It's your responsibility to make sure that students are listening respectfully to presentations. If students get discouraged, please remain positive. Students look to you for guidance, so please give them positive energy and help them focus on how much they've learned and accomplished. All right, we're in our final section. In this portion of the webinar, I want to show you how to use Glitch, the coding platform our students will be using. Remember that foundation students have only used our beginner-friendly coding environment, Popcode, and advanced students have used Popcode and Cloud9. So they will need you to teach them how to navigate this new coding environment. This section of the slide deck will also be made available for you to use with students on the day of the hackathon. Glitch is an online platform used to make websites and applications. It's like Popcode with a couple cool additional features. I'm going to talk you through how to sign up and use Glitch on these slides. You can follow along on glitch.com or watch the screenshots in these slides. On the day of the hackathon, students will be steering the ship and performing these steps. but we want you to be comfortable with it so you can support them if they have any questions. You go on the website, you'll click on Sign In, then sign up with GitHub. You'll fill in your GitHub username and password. Authorize Glitch to access your account. Then you'll navigate to the link below to open the starter code in Glitch. There is starter code that all students will use on the day of the project. I'm going to put this link in the description of the video if you'd like to follow along on the website as you listen. When you enter the Glitch coding environment, you'll see your files in the top left bar, you'll see the content in the center, and you'll see the name of the project and a menu in the top left corner. You'll start by clicking Edit to Remix in the top left corner. Think of remixing like forking or cloning a repo. When you do, you'll see a small alert and the name of your project in the top left corner will change to something random. Once you've done this, you can rename your project to your group name. Now it's time to share the project with everyone on your team. In the top left corner, you'll see a button that says Share. The documentarian will copy the link under Invite Collaborators to Edit and share it with their teammates. Now they can work together in real time. Please remember that all of these steps will be performed by students on the day of the event. Let's talk about the parts of the Glitch workspace. On the left side of the page is the file tree. This is where all of students' files are held. Please note, Foundation students have used Popcode, which links different files together automatically. They will need you to teach them how to write the code to link different files together. I'm going to quickly walk through these slides. It's important that you know that students have not seen these kinds of files separated out before, and they'll need you to give them a brief introduction to what the files are. Index.html, you'll explain to students this is where you write your HTML. Script.js, explain to students that this is where JavaScript is written. Styles.css, this is where you'll write your CSS. If you click on README, this file is where you'll write the information about your project. You'll see that it's preloaded with some questions students will answer. For students to see their website live, they'll click the green Live button at the top of the screen. You can ask students to go back to the index.html file, and in the text editor, change the h1 tag to exclamation points. Then click the Live button again so that they can view their changes. You'll need to make sure that you have the latest version of jQuery in the application. In Glitch, we'll have to add the library to the head of every single individual HTML document. An important thing to note is that jQuery will already be added to the index.html file in the starter code. So that's good. You remember how students are unfamiliar with different file types? They're also never worked with multiple pages in the same project. So you'll use this slide to show students how to link separate HTML pages together. To make a new file, students click on the plus New File button. They'll need to make sure that the file name ends in the correct file type. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask our fearless technological leader, Gabriel at ScriptEd.org, or if you're part of our volunteer Slack channel, you can @Gabriel on Slack. If you have any questions about what it's like to volunteer at the ScriptEd Student Hackathon, our wonderful program manager, Chanel in New York City, has hosted and recorded a Q&A with a veteran volunteer about the ScriptEd Hackathon experience. You can find a link to that 8-minute conversation in your email. Thank you so much for listening. Our hackathon on March 25th is going to be such a fun day for our students and for you. Remember to bring a water bottle and layers that will keep you comfortable all day. When you arrive, you'll receive a name badge, a t-shirt, and an early morning orientation. Please arrive at 8:30 a.m. If you have any questions, email me, ellen@scripted.org, or text me at 415-680-08 with 838. Can't wait. See you soon.